Don't mind my lemon trees, the twins. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. We will get to them. Also, why isn't my music working? Try restarting. I don't want to restart the Wi-Fi router. Please just connect and stop fucking with me. Please. Please. That's what that smell is. This motherfucker. It's gotta go. What have I been cooking? Oh, I juice. Oh. This is why I need a composter. Is that organic shit? No way, no. Alright, did I water this one or not? Pepe, pineapples, watermelon's been watered, Marty got watered yesterday. Florence is 3 days late for water. Okay. Don't want you around my... Oh, Pearl. Let's get Pearl. Look at Pearl. Look at her. Drapes. Drapes. She's grown a lot. I feel like all it is from here down is new. Look at her. She's got flowers and everything. Thriving. Now, I don't know what this patch up here is talking about. I'm a little concerned, but... Regrets? What does this sound like? Anyways, Pearl needs to be watered. She's thriving. Pearls are big. Or peas, string of pearls. Lovely, lovely.
Bang a bang. Bang a bang.
Do you want to listen to Bree Stevens? No. Okay. All right, should we talk about what happened here? Can you even see me? I need to make sure that you can see me because this is serious. What I was saying was, okay, over here. I've been trying to keep this clean all weekend and it's just not happening. I had to run and pick up my prescription. Saving that because I kind of want another cup of tea. That could have been put away. Matter of fact, just put this shit away. I had breakfast, obviously, and then ran right out the door. This is trash. This is shredded. This goes in the thing. Get it together. I'm always cleaning because I'm always doing some shit. Always. And it's getting a little annoying. Tired of cleaning. I just took the trash out, so now I need a bag. This is also why I always have a bag hanging on one of these doors because I put the trash out all the time. Let me put this in the shredder. New med, scan that. Take my blood pressure in just a moment. This goes over there. I guess I don't need this anymore because the mealy bugs weren't that bad. Wallet, oh, because I need to scan these too, actually. Put the wallet up. Oh wait, I'm missing my song. I should have just paused it. Zawati Moon. Okay. I have all this energy because I'm back on my NAD plus and my iron and my maca root. What else am I on? Just those 3 things alone because the iron has B12 in it. Oh, I'm on my vitamin D3. Girl, I'm full of energy and coming back to life. When I tell you I feel so much better. Geez, I need to wipe these counters. I thought I did. I thought I wiped the counters down this morning. There's certain angles of light and certain times of the day where you just see shit. That's also why I'm always cleaning, because you might think it's good and then you go sit down over there at 12 o'clock and you see something that's not good. Or first thing in the morning, you think you're good, but then you look over there and you see like the biggest dust bunny. And I'm like, whoa, where did you come from? So that needs to be dealt with shortly. What I'm trying to do is get to these motherfucking lemon trees. It's been a while since I've done a plant update, so you might be shocked to find out that they look like this. And you might be saying, E, what happened and why do you still have them? Because they're not dead. And I know that sounds crazy, but they're not. So right before like the last leaf fell, I trimmed every little tiny branch that there was to try and like pump some life through the stems. That didn't work. The last leaf did fall and that was it. But if you know lemon trees like I know lemon trees, they go through their little shits and fits, but they're not dead. And I know that because I've been watering it. You got to keep watering it. You don't give up on it. When things turn brown, sometimes you just need to let them go through their little tantrum. You keep watering them, you keep nurturing them, and let them figure it out on their own. And then they come back when they're ready to. I've been watering these and they've been out on the balcony because I just need them to get used to the Arizona heat. They have to, that's where they're gonna end up. And hopefully once they revive themselves and get back robust and become real big boy and girl trees, they will be planted outside in the Arizona heat. So I need them to get used to their new lifestyle. That's why they're still out on the balcony. I brought them in because it's been a while since I have investigated up close like what's going on. One way that you know that your tree is not dead is if it still has some green in it. And I know you can't see from way back there, but there's one spike that is still green, and then the rest of the main trunk is very green and under it. The eyes are green. There are nodes that are green. There's little, is it this one? Not this one. This trunk is green, this trunk is green, but this one has little, I'm looking closely, this has little tiny like potato looking spuds that are coming out that are green. So it's not dead, it just needs a moment. and I'm gonna keep watering them. Now, what I keep going back and forth on is if I should go ahead and actually cut these off, these super brown branches, but I feel like that's not a good idea. I feel like that's also not entirely dead, to be honest. So I'm not gonna do that. I am going to mind my business and let them figure it out. But the like, I don't know what you call this. I don't know if this is a normal thing or not, but at the base of the trunk, just above the soil, there's like this, it's like they're balls. I don't know, like root ball things. It's like a knot of trunk. What was I going with this? It really looks like balls. I don't know why. But they each have one. They're not squishy or anything. They're brown, super solid. What was I gonna say? Gonna leave it alone, water it. I wanted to make sure that the ground out there wasn't cooking any roots that may be trying to come through. And I do see some roots in this one coming down. So that makes me feel like I should probably get them off of the hot ground and put them back into those white pots, because I don't want the ground cooking the roots. This one, I see a little bit, like one root, but I don't really know what's going on down there. And maybe I need to, would you break up the soil and like put more fertilizer in here and like fresh soil and then put them back in the things? Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do that. That wasn't entirely my plan, but I feel like if I am serious about my tree farm that I'm gonna have one day, then I need to take this seriously. So let me go grab, I don't have any more dirt. What am I even thinking? I don't have any more dirt to be playing around. But I can toss this soil, water it well, throw in some fertilization crystals, and then put them back in these white pots. Water it well, and then put them back outside. Yeah. Okay. What's interesting is these white pots that I took them out of have dirt in them. There's dirt in these, so I've got plenty to work with for these, actually. I don't want to make a mess, but I have to vacuum anyways. These floors have been through it between cooking and digging up Big Boy and putting the dirt back and this and that and that and this. So just do it, E. Can you see me well? Because I'm about to get into it. All right, you can see me well. Do I need this? No, I don't need it. Now, why would I put the fertilizer at the bottom of the bucket? It's annoying. Okay, so let's work with, I don't know, let's just see, okay? And they're probably sick of me digging them up, and that's probably why they're acting like this in the first place, but I don't know any other way to monitor what's going on. And I feel like it was a good idea for me to put them back in these plastic tubs so that I don't overwater and cause root rot. It also, with them being outside, they're not retaining water for very long. So I'm definitely having to water them every day. What the actual fuck? Once a plant develops root rot, it's all very murky and downhill and uncertain and unclear from there. Because what? I don't understand. How are you having root rot still? So you definitely are wanting a more dense soil like the ones that I have. But all these little baby roots are breaking off really badly. Really badly. Not at all. What the fuck? I don't know what to do. Where are the bigger, healthier roots that's keeping this alive? Let me talk to y'all. Because what? It's super dry in here. How can it be dry and rotting at the same time? Well, so there are some more substantially sized roots in there, so that's what's keeping it alive, and I don't want to disturb them. I mean, they're nice and chunky. I see them. These other little shits, not good. Let me get those. So whatever I thought I saw at the bottom of this, it was doing okay, and then it wasn't. Oh, this is the one that was questionable, actually, because the bottom of this looks crazy. That's really interesting. I don't even know. Just keep trying, I guess. Shit. Just keep trying. Until it works. It's like, I don't understand. Maybe it is actually this, did I put fertilizer in these? I don't even know, but whatever this orange shit is, it's kind of everywhere and I don't understand. Okay. So I feel like what has been also helping is that I'm not putting this ball under soil. It needs to be out of the soil. So I need to put a little of that dirt back. This is gonna get messy. I don't know. This is a forever experiment. I'm not a professional in any way. And you're probably screaming at me right now. Sorry, I can't hear you. What I mean is, like, I feel like some people have said, take the dead roots out and give it. I'm not picking out each one of these little shits. What's the harm gonna do? It's already rotted. If anything, it will help the soil, right? Why wouldn't it help the soil? Decompose or whatever. Now that, I don't want that in here. Okay. Also, don't breathe the dirt in, the dry dirt. Still, okay, that should be good. I can put soil around. Yeah. I still want you back. Whoa, okay. Okay, so while we're doing this Planty shit, I know I have not done a Planty video in a while, and we're gonna get there. I just, oh, fell off. Swear my house is covered in dirt all the time, because I just can't. But it's not just dirt, it's food too. Like, I be cooking on the other side, and I just drop shit. Everything. Juice mostly. What was I making last night? I was making something last night. Oh, I was making my turmeric juice tea stuff, turmeric tea. And I was like pouring the mixture into a bottle and it just came crashing down on the floor for no reason. Like I was trying to be careful and it just crashed onto the floor. And if you know fresh turmeric, like I know fresh turmeric, that shit stains. It stains everything. I have a stain on my counter that I have to get up. I've stained the floor from juicing before, making turmeric shots. I feel like it's just as bad, if not worse, than beets. You know how beets stain everything? It eventually comes out. It just takes like a long time. But turmeric acts like it wants to stay there permanently and I don't appreciate it. So like my cutting board right here, you probably can't see it, but my cutting board is very yellow. I say all that to say there's always something on the floor and I try really hard to like let that not be my truth, but it is what it is because I'm always doing something. And I refuse to do it outside. I refuse to put shit down on the floor to protect it. I just can't. Okay, so I guess it looks the fucking same. But oh, I didn't put the crystals on there. I'm gonna just put it on the top so that it gets a consistent dose of food every time it gets watered, and I'm just gonna sprinkle. Not too much. And then oh, I was saying I haven't done a plant update in a while. I'm working on it. I fell off with not necessarily taking care. You see what I mean? That is what happens to me all the time. Now there's dirt in my mouth. I've been taking care of my plants. I just have not been filming while doing it, like not cohesive videos. Like I'll pull up my camera and like try to capture some stuff and it's pointless material. So I'm like, never mind. I'll do a full-on intentional plant video soon and it'll be fine. That's why it's been so long since you've seen these. I'm all over the place because my mind is all over the place and I'm trying for it not to be all over the place. But I also haven't like updated like what has happened in the last few days as far as like like the whole IVF thing. So what was it? That last video you saw that after my egg retrieval, the mature egg did not successfully fertilize, which was a first for me. I'm like, what is this new problem? And she's just kind of like, you know what? It's actually something that is really typical. And the fact that you are just now getting here is amazing because that's not typical. And I'm like, okay, well, but like explain it to me. Yeah, typically when you, like if you have a bunch of eggs retrieved and you go and like inseminate each one of them, typically not all of them survive that or fertilize. And it's just been my luck that every single one that I've had, for the most part, has fertilized and become an embryo. So the math was certainly not mathing, because I was just getting lucky. Like every one of my embryos or my eggs was successfully fertilizing. But, you know, I don't know how to explain the odds, but they were in my favor until they were not. So I kind of was down about that reality for a little while, and then my period came quicker than I anticipated, and I was like, well, let's try again, because she said don't take too many more breaks and keep trying, so let's try again, let's keep moving forward. And so my first monitoring appointment for this current retrieval cycle was Thursday, this past Thursday. And I just felt like I was kind of like blah, you know, not really bad or good, just like blah, whatever. Let's start this having no expectations thing again, and let's just keep going, right? So I was fine. I had a terrible day on Wednesday before my appointment here. I had a terrible week. So from like the 4th of July up until just this past week was just really, really rough for me. My period was so bad. It was so bad. I was not feeling well at all. I was mentally, emotionally exhausted and in my head and feeling all the things. And then when the period finally came, it was so bad. And it hadn't been like that since before my surgeries. And I was reminded of how much I absolutely hate. I've always hated being on my period. You know how like some women, and you could even be one of these women, and it's no shade to you, but I'm just telling you this has never been my experience. Like some women celebrate their period, or like, I don't know, I've seen things where like when little girls first start their cycle, they like get thrown a whole party and that has never been my experience. Not because of the whole party thing, but it has just never been a happy, joyous thing that I welcomed, accepted. I've always hated it because it's always been really, really bad. I feel like, I don't know how early is too early to start your period, but I feel like I was probably, I think I started when I was like 11. I think I started when I was 11. I think that's normal, right? See, I still don't even know. I still don't know. I started when I was 11, and when I was 11, I bled a lot and I cramped a lot. Like from the very beginning, it has been a shit show, uncomfortable, super emotional. Well, I won't even say super emotional. I didn't start having PMS until like in the last 10 years, honestly. But like I always bled a lot. I always cramped really, really bad. I've always felt awful. And I just thought it was like, this is just what life is now as a woman. And I fucking hated it. Hated it. And you know, I don't blame anybody in my family. I don't blame my parents. I don't blame my mom or anything, because she didn't know either. A lot of what we know now or what we understand about like the cycles and all that stuff, honestly, has come from me and my circumstances within the last 10 years of me going through all the things. Like, I have pioneered to find out more about how shit works and what's normal and what's not normal, and I have shared that with the other women in my family. And so, simply put, nobody understood what was normal and what wasn't normal. So for me to say, oh, I'm not feeling good, like I feel awful, da 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 da, like I am like in bed all day, was just like a normal thing, to the point where like I never missed school. Like, I probably should have missed a lot of school because of it, but I didn't miss school because I just thought like, this is a normal thing. You need to like buck up and like get through every day, you know? But yeah, it's just something that I've always hated. And like, even like the other girls, if we ever talked about it, I couldn't understand how they were just moving through life fine. I'm like, what do you mean you use an itty bitty pad, like a super thin pad? Like, what do you mean? How are you not like, you know, I didn't understand why some girls were like fine and I felt like I was gonna die every single time. Yeah, so I say all that to say, like, this recent period came back with a vengeance. I had gotten way comfortable. I had gotten real spoiled by the fact that I had had my surgeries, which helped a lot with my bleeding. And then, you know, this past year and a half, I was on birth control where I didn't have a period at all. Like, I just got really spoiled, and I forgot that typically my periods are bad. And so I bled a lot. I cramped a little bit. There was nausea a little bit, but I bled a lot, to the point where, you know, it got scary. That doesn't happen very often, but when I get to the point where I'm scared that I'm losing all my blood, because I also have chronic anemia, right? And so my periods have also actively worked against my iron stores, and just like my whole life. And I've been anemic before I even started my period. I've been anemic since I was like a toddler. So when it gets to the point where I feel like I'm literally draining out, and it's hard to explain without sounding like dramatic or like worrisome, but sometimes when I have bad periods, I literally feel like I'm bleeding out and I'm gonna just like fall asleep and just not wake up. Because it just feels like all the life and all the energy is just coming out, and I'm tired. Like, I could fall asleep any place, anywhere. And like, my energy is negative, name a number. It's not even at 0, it's negative, and I just cannot move on. But like, I have been forcing myself for as long as I can remember to get through life, because you have to, right? So just imagine feeling like, so your body is heavy, like your heart is racing because it's working hard to pump whatever remaining blood to all of your organs. You're super fatigued, like exhausted. You're probably dehydrated because you live in the desert and it's 115 degrees. Put all of that together, and that's how I felt that past week. And so, you know, and then the anxiety kicked up like 10 notches. I really felt like, okay, the only reason that I bleed this much is because of my fibroids. And when I tell you that I literally hate everything right now, everything is so stupid. I hate everything. I just spent an hour talking to you, pouring my heart out
about what has been going on in the past week and a half. I said some real shit. And none of it was recorded. None of it recorded. None of it. Fuck technology. This shit is for the birds. There is no reason why technology should not tech. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it. It should work. Technology should work. If I say hit the record button, it should record when I want it to record. We pay all this money for these fucking gadgets and they don't work. That's crazy. I'm so annoyed. That's why it's so difficult for me to pick up the camera or the phone or the whatever and record an organic moment, because what's the point? You missed it. You missed it. Even if I tried to say everything that I said again, it would not be the same. And I'm on my phone. I cut the camera off because it just stopped recording and I don't understand why. Like I said, I said it, but it wasn't recording, so you didn't even fucking hear me say that my camera cut off. Not because the battery was dead, the battery is charged, not because the memory card is full, because it's not, it just won't record anymore. I don't know what the fucking alerts and symbols mean. Like, I don't know what it wants from me. I just needed to record, and it didn't, and it stopped. So I switched over to my phone, and I've been talking for an hour about everything, real heart on my sleeve type shit, and it wasn't recording. It wasn't recording. Ugh. Now, how am I going to keep this? Ugh. Ugh. No. Ugh. That's what I could do. I could put masking tape on the pot so that when I set it in this pot, I can pull it right back out. I haven't had lunch. That's probably also a thing. I've not had lunch. It's time for me to have lunch. Is it going to bring back everything that I just said? No, it's not. Okay. What's the point? Oh, these pots are made in Germany. I don't think I knew that. If I just put this in this pot, I will not be able to get it out without dumping this over. So I'm gonna put a tab. Dirt. Oh, I'm so fucking frustrated. I'm so frustrated. I talked about so much. Plant-wise and life-wise. What a waste of time and breath. I hate wasting time. Put this here, right? Then I'm gonna fold that over, make a tab so I can pull it out. That should work, right? Yeah. Whoa. All right, everybody relax. Ugh. Theoretically, that should work. Now I'm gonna water that in a minute. Let's do this one. Okay, almost poked my eye out. Thank goodness for glasses. Now let's do this one. We're gonna do that one. I talked about how these were not dead. I don't know if that was on the motherfucking camera over there or on this one, but I talked about it, so I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not doing it again. Just not. Just killed my vibe. Killed my vibe. All right. This one is definitely the culprit. You see how far that went down in there? It went down like an inch. I can never pull this out. And it used to be for a while I could pull on this and it would come out, the whole pot, but that's not happening because the roots are not rooted all the way down. The plant will come out. So, all right, let's put some shit up. And maybe like if I wind down, I might find it in me to like talk to you again. Maybe. Let's chill out. Let's clean up. Let's put the babies back where they belong. Let's water these and put them back outside. And let's just see. Maybe get a little lunch. What am I going to have for lunch? A fruit? What am I going to have? What do I want? I don't know. Let's just fucking work it out, okay? God. Bitch ass camera. Stupid. And dumb. Mostly. All right. Pearl is done drinking water. Why is she bent up? Pearl. Isn't that fucking just gorgeous? Look at her hair. Her hair is so long. So long. Pretty. Now it's tangled. Shit. What? Okay. I don't know how to get that out, Pearl. Oh, there we go. Just pretty. Okay. Ooh, no. Water. That's why I put that thing there, because it always gets on my chair. Stop. Pearl. What are these? Okay. I'm not going to sit here and untangle all of these little hairs. Well, I'm not doing that. So, figure out how to get yourself untangled. Okay. Leave it alone. Okay. Pretty bitch. Pretty. Florence, get your little fine ass over here. Florence's fine ass. Just pretty. What is this? What is this? Okay. Why? Why? Get. Close. Okay. We need some water. This is a little, what you call it? Propagation that fell off of my Tradescantia that I'm trying to root and like make a whole other additional plant, because how cute would it be if she eventually like cascaded down like Florence's skirt? Wouldn't that be pretty? Pretty. All right, what? Oh, the fucking lemon trees, right? Let's water them. Let's give them a thorough drenching. Is this gonna work? This isn't gonna work. Oh. I'm done. I am done for the day, bro. Is this one gonna work? This one will work. All right, let's go to the sink. Give it a good water and then let it totally drain out. Which that's happening now. Oh, heavy. Now what the? How am I gonna get this out? Why aren't you coming out? What? Oh. Why isn't it working? This one I should have put two. Like it's cemented in there and I don't know why. Let this be a fucking reality video of like how, not to say that my other videos are not reality, but when I don't film and like post regularly, it's because shit like this is going on. And it's like, why? What is actually happening? It's like it's glue. Don't tell me that's the motherfucking tape. So it didn't like the tape, but it came right the fuck out. Girl, I'm done. Done. Alright, hopefully I'm not gonna have to water as much now, but we'll see. I'm done with these trees. No, I am. I'm done with these trees. Just a quick little doo-wop. Just a quick little something. Okay. Just a quick little something because I'm not mopping right now, so it don't have to be crazy. Because honestly, I feel like I'm going to mess up these floors again by the time the day is over with. So there's no point in me going all out and doing a super clean. Not this weekend. What else? That's it. That's fine right there. What am I gonna have for lunch? What do you want to have for lunch? What do you want to have for lunch? Are we gonna have another tea? If I make tea, will you like sit and listen to me? Or no? I don't want to eat that. I already went outside. I should have picked up something when I went outside to get my prescription. But did I? No. Do I need to? No. I just talked about my health and how one slippage. I don't want that. I don't want anything in here that I've cooked. So what do? Eat cereal and shut the hell up. Cereal. At least I can put my seeds in there. Man, the cereal is dry without fruit. It is. Especially with all the stuff that I be putting in it, like pecans. I like pecans and fruit in it. Some kind of fruit. And I put my chia and flax seeds in there. And I just don't have any of that stuff. So we're about to have dry ass cereal. Am I sure there's no cranberry? I always keep cranberries. What are those? Fucking tomatoes. Dried tomatoes. This is gonna suck. This don't even look fun. I'm not even excited. I could put peaches in there, but I'm trying to save the peaches for my salad. already. Get over it. Since I'm having cereal, I'll have another cup of tea. I'll have another cup of tea and then we can talk. I won't be happy, but I will do it. I could eat that, but that's for my trip. But at the same time, I'm almost like, I don't want to eat this on my trip. You didn't see, but I picked up a couple of these a little while ago so that I can have a little something on my trip, like when I go to Cali. And the other one that I ate was good, but I just feel like it intensified my headache because I think that it was super salty. Bitch, I need to throw these away immediately. I should have looked at that other one. You know why? Okay, I had another one of these. It was like some kind of salami, cheese, and like a cracker. And after I ate that, like my headache intensified on the way back home, like I was saying. But again, you didn't hear me say that because you weren't listening. But this one doesn't even have the cracker, and it's a different kind of salami and cheese. You know how much sodium is in this shit? How many servings is this? It's 1 serving per container. Do you see that? Find the sodium. Find it. Hold on. You see that? Probably can't. I'm gonna just tell you. There's 930 milligrams of sodium in this pack. This one. That's without the little cracker breads. That's why I felt like I was gonna die. You can't eat this on the road and not hide. You can't eat this on the road. 930 grams of sodium, milligrams. That is dangerous. Jesus. That just pissed me off. Because that is the reason why it went to a whole other level.